Yep. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the latest edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, coming at you as I love to do every weekday afternoon from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over the airwaves of Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. Number to call up, as always, is 888 Mad Dog 6. That's 888-623-3646. Got a jam-packed show coming your way this Thursday afternoon. I am back in the house. Sorry I missed you yesterday. I did the Jimmy Kimmel Show live Tuesday night. Didn't have to wake up, do first take and all of that stuff, so I had to fly back from Los Angeles to the East Coast. I am back in the house right now, looking forward to a weekend chock full of college football, NFL football, some NBA preseason games, some NBA preseason activity. We'll be talking about that and more right here on the Stephen A. Smith Show, Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. Once again, 888 Mad Dog 6, that's 888-623-3646. I got a huge announcement for you. I'll give you that in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. I have a huge announcement coming your way. You do not want to miss it. I'm looking forward to giving you that announcement. Couple of things on my mind as I'm sitting here talking to you today. I'm going to bring up Brett Favre first, even though that's not the hottest thing on my mind. It's one of the hot things on my mind, but it's not the hottest. Brett Favre obviously had a few things to say about the whole Tony Romo situation in Dallas. Brett Favre had a few things to say. And he is somebody that is of the mindset that Tony Romo may want to wait before getting back into the lineup. He is somebody that is of the mindset that, you know what, he should just sit back and chill and wait for Dak Prescott to mess up. That way you don't get accused of disrupting anybody's flow. This is what Brett Favre had to say. Go ahead, guys. Play that sound.
Please, shoes. I'm sure Tony wants to play. I mean, he doesn't want to get injured. He wants to be productive. But you have to look at the dynamics right now. And they really are hitting on all cylinders. So this is hypothetically thinking. If you're Tony, you say, you know what, as much as I want to play, I don't want to press the issue. I want to play, but I'm going to let it play out right now. And it's probably better if Dak starts struggling and then they bring me in rather than they put me in and then all of a sudden we're not hitting on all cylinders and everyone's like, they should have got rid of Tony. But I mean, if I'm making sense. So I'm not saying that you tell Garrett or Jerry Jones, look, I don't want to play. I think you want to play, but look, I don't want to mess up the dynamics of
That's right. Y'all are hearing this right.
To a point where we're struggling, then it's time for me to come in. Now, I know that's a hard thing to do. I just think you're better if you wait till you're really needed. And I mean, with no disrespect whatsoever to Tony.
Now listen to that. Listen to what he just said. It's probably better that if Dak Prescott, if you wait until he struggles, then you go in rather than come right back and you struggle and everybody's blaming you for disrupting the chemistry. This is Brett Favre. First of all, I thought it reeked of hypocrisy because we're talking about a Brett Favre here who was a walking distraction. We're talking about somebody who spent the last 5 years in the NFL being the ultimate prima donna. Yes, he's passed for over 71,800 yards. Yes, he's a Super Bowl champion. Yes, he's an Iron Man and one of the all-time greats and definitely is deserving of being a Hall of Famer. That's not what we're talking about here with Brett Favre. What we're talking about is an individual that was the ultimate distraction. Because you know how they say it, right? You're a quarterback. I mean, you're a quarterback, you have to, it's not just enough to be a good player, Stephen A. You've got to be somebody that's a leader. You've got to be somebody out there that sets the shining example to make sure that everybody else follows. Blah, 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 blah. That's what everybody wanted to say. But when it came to Brett Favre, he retired, unretired, couldn't make up his mind about retiring. One year he even left the Minnesota Vikings hanging until August. Prior to that, in 2008, he had retired in March, then came back and and decided in August he was coming back to the team when he knew that they wanted to give the job to Aaron Rodgers. was offended that they were willing to have an open competition for it. Ultimately, they moved him to the New York Jets. He goes 9-7. He throws 22 interceptions. And oh, by the way, got in a little bit of trouble with some text message scandal with some female reporter. And I won't engage in that. I won't get into all of that. But it happened. It just happened. And that's what it is. So understanding that, appreciating it, seeing it for all that it is, I just find it a bit hypocritical that he, of all people, is coming out talking about how Tony Romo, you don't want to be a distraction. Might want to let things flow. Because obviously that wasn't Brett Favre. That's just my thought. 888-MAD-6 is always the number to call up. That's 888-623-3646. I'll get into Carmelo Anthony a little bit later. I'll get into Greg Hardy a little bit later. I'm always down to talk about the Cowboys and the pathetic fan base that they have, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But I got something on my mind that's really been messing with me. And that is Donald Trump with Tom Brady. Now, for those of you who may not have known, Tom Brady made news last year in 2015, having a hat in his locker stall, one of Trump's hats, talking about make America great again. All right? Went on WEEI, Dennis and Callahan show last year in December of 2015, talking about Tom Brady, talking about Donald Trump as my friend. And I support all my friends. Fair enough, no crime there. And by the way, there's no crime him supporting Trump. If he wants to support Trump, he's perfectly entitled to it. You can support Trump, you can support Hillary. Who the hell am I to question that? And by the way, for those out there who really, really want to know, people who support one candidate or the other shouldn't be denigrated for it. Support whoever the hell you want. Having said all of that, let me say this. Tom Brady finally was asked via press conference yesterday about Donald Trump. Listen to the question. Listen to Tom Brady's response. Take it away, Nuno. Fair enough. Tom Brady's not trying to answer those questions. Here is my problem with it. Not trying to mix politics and sport at all. Not trying to get into all of that. Here's my problem. We got young kids, mostly black, by the way, coming out of high school. A year or two later, they're in the NBA. In some cases, 3 years later, they're in the NFL. About 21, 22 years old. Might not know a lick about politics. Might not know a lick about whatever situations that they may find themselves having to answer about. Whether it's the company they keep, the people they call friends, the environment they come from, or whatever the case may be, at some point or another, we find these young men having to answer questions they may very well be ill-equipped to answer. Does anybody have any compassion for them? Any sensitivity for them whatsoever? Anything at all? Nope, not last time I checked. We throw these microphones, we throw these cameras, we throw these pens in these guys' face, and we expect them to articulate and elocute themselves in a profound and lucid fashion, to be knowledgeable about certain things, and you put that pressure on them. But Tom Brady is going to be 39 years old. Tom Brady is a 4-time Super Bowl champion. Tom Brady has been to 6 Super Bowls. Tom Brady is the face of the #1 sports league in the United States of America. Tom Brady has a supermodel wife. He's got supermodel looks in some people's eyes. And on top of it all, he's the champion that I said he is. And this man shows up after Deflategate, plays against the Cleveland Browns, beats them by throwing for 406 yards, literally hours before the presidential debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Rodham Clinton. And nobody asked him anything about Donald Trump. Nothing. Now, some of you out there might sit up there and say, Stephen A., what does that have to do with football? Wait a minute. What does a lot of stuff have to do with the sports that you're covering? It don't stop you from asking these young athletes, particularly black ones, about the company they keep, the friends they have, the environments they're in, the decisions that they make, and why they support and choose to support certain causes and beyond. This man, Tom Brady, had to make it, make America great again hat on. He is on the record calling himself a supporter of Trump. Listen, I'm not judging. I'm not getting into Trump and what he said, what he was caught on tape saying, and what he had to answer for during a presidential debate. I'm not encouraging people to take one side or another. That's not my job. That's not what I'm trying to do. This is a sports show. I'm talking about Tom Brady, y'all. How is it that Tom Brady and my producer extraordinaire Nuno and my board op Cat, stand up, I need to look at y'all. I want somebody tell me. And by the way, I'm a black dude. Jonathan Winthrop, who's off today, is white. I don't know what the hell Nuno Teixeira is. Portuguese, Mexican. I don't know what he is. He still won't tell me. Okay? And Kat is a wonderful, lovely young white lady. I'm coming from a different perspective. I'm asking, am I wrong in bringing up the question, why hasn't anybody peppered Tom Brady with these questions about Donald Trump? What? If it were anybody else, they would have asked these questions. How is it? Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so much. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Think about this. Tom Brady just came back from Deflategate. I understand that the Deflategate questions may have taken precedent, but not on the day of the debate. Hours before the debate, after the tapes had just come out about Trump, after Saturday Night Live with Alec Baldwin had a field day with it. And the news, Fox, MSNBC, CNN. CNN has had Christmas come early. My Lord. I think the only ratings, the only people that have profited off of Donald Trump more is Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly. You got to be kidding me. And Tom Brady is right there for you on a silver platter. He is the number one face in the number one sport in the United States of America. And nobody asked him about Trump. Nobody. Until some reporter yesterday on a Tuesday or a Wednesday decides to ask him, decides to ask Tom Brady about Donald Trump. And it wasn't even a direct question about Donald Trump. Let me show you how it would have gone if it were LeBron, if it was CP3, if it were Melo, if it was somebody like that. Let me tell y'all what kind of questions they would have received. So what does he mean by make America great again? Okay, so what are you trying to say? All right, well, you've heard the things that he's caught on tape saying, which in some people's eyes were highly and incredibly offensive to women everywhere. And oh, by the way, so much so that at least 16 Republicans swore they didn't want anything to do with him. You're comfortable calling this man your friend? And oh, by the way, when he was saying locker room talk, what kind of locker room was he talking about? Have you been in a country club or a locker room with them, Tom Brady? If it were LeBron, have you been in a locker room with him? Did he say that stuff around you? Well, how do you feel about what he had to say? If it were LeBron, if it were any of these NBA players, if it were any other NFL player, they would have been subjected to those questions. How does Tom Brady get that pass? How does that happen? I want to know. I'm hallucinating here. I'm making this up. I'm causing trouble. Let me be the first to say, I'm not blaming Tom Brady for any of this. Tom Brady didn't do anything wrong. Tom Brady, this is not about Tom Brady. This is about the media. This is about the public. Where are these questions? Where are they? I promise you, if a black athlete or a lesser known, less cachet white athlete had come out so flagrantly in support of such a polarizing candidate, everybody would have been all over them. But somehow, some way, Tom Brady gets a pass. How'd that happen? How did that happen? Why is Tom Brady not front and center having to answer these questions? Again, I'm not denigrating one candidate or the other. I'm going by the news. I'm going by the uproar over the news, and I'm alluding to Tom Brady's connection to this particular candidate who has created that particular storyline. I'm not saying anything about Donald Trump or Hillary Rodham Clinton. I'm talking about the news story and the fact that Tom Brady hasn't had to answer about that. Is that fair? Is that justice? Or is that preferential treatment? Inquiring minds would like to know. 888 Mad Dog 6 is always the number to call up. That's 888-623-3646. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Why the hell is Tom Brady getting a pass in terms of the inquiry that he should have to go through compared to what everybody else would have gone through? Why is Tom Brady getting that pass? Why is Tom Brady not standing front and center having to answer questions about his relationship with Donald Trump? Hey, you got millions upon millions of people who support Donald Trump. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he got over 50 million votes, if not 60 million. The point is, there's a difference of opinion. Nobody's asking Tom Brady to get involved in politics here. Tom Brady invited you to do so by putting that hat on his locker stall and then getting interviewed on the radio and acknowledging his support for Donald Trump. If another athlete, particularly a black one, had supported such a polarizing candidate for the presidency of the United States of America, would they have had to answer such questions? I think they would have. So why is Tom Brady getting that pass? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. 888 Mad Dog 6 is always the number to call up. That's 888-623-3646. What's good for the goose, y'all? It's goose for the gander. It's good for the gander. It's the way it goes. I'll continue talking about that and taking phone calls on that matter. Plus, I'll take calls about Brett Favre. Plus, I'll get into Carmelo Anthony and the blasphemy that Slam Magazine's online site put out about him. I'll even talk about Greg Hardy and the MMA as well. Well, what my man Jay Glazer from Fox had to say about him, because Jay Glazer's my boy. I'm looking forward to getting into all of that. Plus anything else you want to touch on. I'm not running. I'm right here. 888 Mad Dog 6 is the number to call up. That's 888-623-3646. You are listening live to the Stephen A. Smith Show on Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82. What's up, y'all? Anthony Pinson, no justice, no peace. I see you. Daryl Moss, what's up, Stephen A? What's up, Daryl? Jermaine Robson, tell it like it is. You're damn right. Griff McGriff, you already know they've been putting in a face white privilege. I don't know what you wrote. Vince Saez, Stephen A, you are the man. Shout me out. Vince Saez, S-A-I-Z. I just shouted you out. Stanley Pruitt, WSSU. Appreciate you, Ram. Thanks so much. Bimmy 6, how about them Cowboys? For now, it's good for you to talk now. I get where you're coming from. Tamim Abdullah, always got your back, Steph. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Dwan West, U.S. Army supports you. I support you. Thank you for the service to our country. Love you, bro. Scott Sharp, love you back, my man. Raul Flores, appreciate the love. Nelson Mondale, man, you ugly. You call me ugly? I'm sorry. I don't care how you feel. If you were a woman, that would be different. You feel what I'm saying? Dirk Schultz, Stephen A. is always clean. Of course I am. Josh Lee, let me go on first take. I want to go to head-to-head. You got to win the contest, bro. You got to win the contest. Kevin Venus, listener, tell it like it is, SAS. Ernesto Jermaine Brooks, it's a white privilege thing. We know this. I'm thinking about it. Tawana Lee, hey. Chris Holly, keep it up, my man. Thank you so much. Orlando Regalis, how about them Raiders? Raiders could be good. The Milkman Johnson, of course I'm keeping it real. You know that. Jalen Richardson, my man Stephen A. Dylan Ridrick, Stephen A. Do it for the culture. Matt Lynch, always keeping it real. You know I will. Audrey Dennis, you keep everyone on their feet. You're damn right I do. Caramel Thunder Smith, love the passion, man. I got that. You know that. James Rucker, what up? Love you, bro. Love you back, my man. Appreciate you. James Manny Francis, Stephen A. You're the man. Go Steelers. Super Bowl champs. Still worry about that secondary, though. Still worry about that secondary. Freddie Morales, Stephen A. What's up? What's up to you, Freddie? Kyle Tatum tells me to keep doing your thing, my man. Always keeping it real. Always will. Y'all gonna watch First Take, man? Y'all gonna watch First Take more because you know I'm on every weekday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. You know, keep watching the show. Send your ideas that way. Tell me what you want me to touch on. The whole nine. All of that stuff. The stuff that I'm open to. So I'm going to keep y'all on because of something I'm about to announce right now. Because we're coming out of a commercial break for my radio show. I'm going to announce this right now. Listen up. Here we go.
You're listening to the Stephen A. Smith Show.
Ha-ha! Yeah! 26 minutes past hour number one back here, the Stephen A. Smith Show. Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. I love that beat. I really, 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 really do. Got an announcement to make. Something I wanted to throw by all of y'all. It's been a long time coming. I announced this about a month ago. Legal department at ESPN had to dot I's and cross T's before I was allowed to put this contest in play. But just to give y'all some background, obviously y'all know I host First Take every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on ESPN2. And about a month ago, you know, just walking the streets, going to NBA games, NFL games, you know, just doing what I do, folks constantly come at me. They tweet me. They go on my Facebook page. They tweet me at twitter.com/Stephen A. Smith. They Facebook me messages at facebook.com/Stephen A. Instagram at Stephen A. as well. And they come at me all the time. And when they came at me, I got tired of it. I said, so many people talk so much junk. I'm not one of those dudes that's scared of the people. I'm a man of the people. And if folks want an opportunity to debate, I said, let me figure out something to make that happen. And about a month ago, I announced it, and now ESPN has given me the license to make it official. The time is now. It's called the First Take Your Take Viewer Contest, and it is here. You could win a chance to debate me and my man Max Kellerman on national television. We'll pick two winners, one male, one female winner. Fly you to ESPN headquarters in Bristol, Connecticut, and allow you to stay on the show with us to debate. All you have to do is go to firsttakeyourtake.com. Once again, that's firsttakeyourtake.com. Be sure to read and follow all the rules for your chance to win. Then upload a 1-minute video with your best original sports debate. Essentially, here's how it goes. The last segment of each hour, we will play a 45-second to 1-minute video of somebody trying to debate myself or Max Kellerman on a topic we may have debated the day before. And based off of that, we'll pick a winner each day. We'll end up with 20 finalists, 10 finalists, 5 down to 1. 1 female, 1 male. And the 2 winners on separate days will come on the First Take to debate us. Got to keep it clean. Plus no music, no team logos, trademarks, or copyrighted material. We just want you by yourself on camera trying to impress us with your debate skills. Winners will be announced November 23rd by our show's staff. So get busy, and we could see you at the debate desk taking on Max Kellerman and yours truly. All right? Keep in mind, once again, contest will start next Monday or Tuesday. It will go on until November 23rd. I'm sorry, a little earlier than that. The winner will be announced November 23rd. And that's what we'll do. You wanted an opportunity to debate, just you in front of a camera of your choosing, 45 seconds to 1 minute debate. Send it in to firsttakeyourtake.com. We'll view it. We'll put it on the air. We'll pick a winner each day. We'll get the finalists. We'll get 2 winners, 1 male, 1 female winner. And then you'll come on First Take to debate with us for a day. That is the contest that I put together. It is official. It will start next week. So make sure you tune in on First Take on ESPN2. 888 Mad Dog 6 is always the number to call up. That's 888-623-3646. Let's go to the phones. Let's go to Keith in Tennessee. You're live with Stephen A. on Mad Dog. What's up, Keith?